This is a Troy-Bilt snowblower. It was blowing oil out of the gearbox gasket. So I loosened up this auger pulley. You don't have to take it off, just loosen it up so that you can bring it in here like so, and you'll be able to take it off from the top. Take it off from the top, all right? Over here, the transmission belt. The V belt, which is the larger belt, is the auger belt that turns the wheels. If it's stretched out and it has a lot of play, the wheels on the Troy-Bilt will not turn. Take a screwdriver and push on the tensioner to be able to free this belt from there, okay? Then there are 4 bolts that are holding this engine to the housing. I took the cover off for the carburetor, cover it up with stuck paper towels in here, cover it up around the bottom, because when you tilt this thing forward to be able to reach the bolts at the bottom, it'll leak. The bolts, as you can see, I already took 2 of them off, and you can see on this side there's 1 more to take off. When I tilted over, I took 3 off, and I left 1 on because the motor will go flying off. So then while it's on the ground now, I just take the last one off. When removing the bolts, that wheel might be in the way, shift the gears on top, and it'll slide back and forth. I'm gonna remove the tensioner, but first I have to take the tensioner pulley off so that I can remove this bolt off easy. See, the motor is out already and on the bench. Once the bracket is removed, it goes in this manner. When putting it back together, in the likely event that the big gears you're looking at comes out of place, don't just pop it in. Make sure you line it up. You see, in the big gear, there's a line. In the small gear, there's a dot. That's the timing right there. Make sure you line them up or you'll never crank it up. And if by mistake you put it back together and it's not lined up, try to crank it up by pulling the string, right? And then you're gonna feel that it comes to a stop and it bangs. It's out of timing. You gotta take it apart all over again. Put the bracket on for the tensioner and tighten it up as far as it goes, then back it up a little bit, leave it kind of loose, because then you're going to put the tensioner wheel in here for the belt, and then you're going to take this baby and swing it around, and it goes right in there, see? So then later on, when you're going to put the belt on, you stick a screwdriver here, and by the way, still leave it loose, and bring it all the way down as far as it travels so you can put the belt on. I'll show you later on. I take the motor and I tilt it forward so it's easier to get the belts back on, see? Next, I am going to replace or put the bolts back in to secure the motor on top of the housing. Turn it over so you can put in the 4 bolts from the motor. As you can see, we're done here. The cover, I'm gonna leave it for last after I crank up the snowblower. Tighten up this belt pulley. That tensioner, I use a screwdriver, put it right on the pulley itself, and put the belt behind it, and then release the screwdriver to let the tensioner put pressure on the belt itself. Now I tighten up the bolt with a half an inch wrench. Tighten up the bolt for the tensioner now. And it has to be loose when you're putting it on, because you never bring that tensioner out. Carburetor cover is back on. Just as a friendly reminder, don't forget to line up the line on the big wheel and the dot on the smaller wheel, which is the timing for the Troy belt, cranking it up. In addition, make sure that the C-shape part that you're looking at as you're banging in the cover with a rubber mallet, just keep an eyeball open from the side view to make sure that it's still in place. There you have it, guys. Mission completed. Have a blessed day. When you get a chance, check out Romans 8:1 in the Bible. Romans 8:1. It's been a blessing for me. I wanted to share it with you. Later.